Hello, everybody, and welcome to Too Many Toons, the podcast where each week we discuss some of the best and worst cartoons around. My name is Kat, and I am joined by the dopest of co-hosts.
Hi there, I'm Alex.
Yo, I'm Perry.
And joining us this week, we have a very special guest, Jimmy.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I make YouTube videos on youtube.com/Jimmy Whetzel.
/user/Jimmy Whetzel.
Yeah, no, I don't gotta do /user. That doesn't
Really?
work. It doesn't work
Really?
for me. It's just /Jimmy Whetzel.
It's
dope.
gone now.
Well, I
Yeah,
stand
man.
corrected.
Yeah, I
Good job,
got
Alex.
that. I got that
Why you gotta
taken care of
embarrass
like
us
the
so
day it was open. Yeah, I'm
There's like
vintage alt URL.
there's
I
like
guess
three
mine's
different
just old.
URLs now. There's user, there's /c, and then some people just have youtube.com/ their name.
Yeah. I'm glad I got there super early to the point where people didn't even know you could change the URL. Like 2 years ago, I was just like, give me that just in case. And 2015 is the year I put it into use, so I'm glad. But yeah, I do video game videos, and I talked about Steven Universe once, and now I'm obsessed. So it's cool. That's why I'm here today, and I'm having a good time.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. We're talking about Steven Universe, what is it, Season 2, Episode 6?
6, yeah, 6.
I think. Sworn to the Sword. It's good. That's it. The podcast is over.
Goodbye, this has been Too Many Tunes.
We had a good time.
Oh, this is good.
Thank you so much for having
The
me.
other thing, so like, we have had a bit of a hiatus, and this is our first one back, so we're happy to be here, but we're also a little bit not ready, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to shake off the rust a little bit. So
Yeah, it was kind of a long hiatus. Kind of.
So we're gonna talk about the YouTube user thing a bit more, so we can get used to talking.
Okay, well, how's everyone's week been? Perry, you go first.
Oh man,
How have the past 2 months been for you?
Yeah.
2 months have been great. I made like 3 videos, I think.
Wow.
So that's good. Just really enjoying summer. I went to SGC, met 2 other people here. Someone else didn't come.
Look, I'm poor.
You know. SGDQ, that's a thing going on right now.
Has your life been this uneventful?
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like usually I could pinpoint things in a week, but like now it's just like
Okay, well,
Before, like, you
what did...
expanded it.
go see Pixels, everybody. I made a video
Fuck
on
off.
it. You should
I want to watch
you
that.
love it.
I
I'm
want to
love
like
it.
pirate it like 2 years from now.
I'm gonna watch your Pixels
Hey,
video.
we have
after
no
I'm done
affiliations
with
with Alex and Crackers if he pirates videos. We don't know anything about that.
Sorry,
Yeah, we have no affiliation with Alex and Crackers now.
I may be part of the podcast, but I'm not affiliated with the podcast.
He pirates YouTube
Yeah,
videos. He uses
Cat and I do
YouTube
not
downloader.
pirate.
Yeah, nope, we don't pirate anything.
We don't pirate here.
What have
Okay.
you been up to, Alex?
Yeah, okay. I've fuck, man. I've been good. I also went to SGC. Perry's cackling back there. What have I done this week? I watched a Pokemon movie last night, the one from 2005 with Deoxys. That was
Ooh.
that was enjoyable. I know I'm forgetting. I'm writing a video. I'm recording a video. It's hopefully going to be.
You're writing a video, Alex.
writing-
How's that going?
It's very hard because you're supposed to use a camera, but I'm just writing it.
Uh-huh. Wow, man, that's pretty talented stuff.
No.
Next level.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be out soon. I've recorded a lot of things, so that's exciting.
Nice transition. Jimmy, what have you been up to?
Well, I haven't been on the podcast before, so I guess I gotta start from like when I was born. So
Yeah,
We got a lot of
that's
ground
what
to
we
cover.
were thinking. Yeah.
there was a lot of screaming, blood.
Oh God. Okay.
I wanted to just I didn't want to be there. It's all a little I was gonna say fuzzy and foggy, so it was terrible. It's that bad that I made a new word. And here I am, 18 years later, and I'm at my desk eating goldfish crackers and talking about Steven Universe. It's gonna be
My
fun.
boy.
What's
Yeah.
the reviews being born? 0 to 10.
Exactly. Yeah. 0 out of 10. too much.
This is your prime.
7.8 out of 10. A little too much water. So
too much like placental fluid.
too much placental fluid.
Oh, okay.
Now it's a real podcast. With
Now
us.
it's a real podcast.
It's
Yeah.
not a podcast
Not
until you
placenta.
mention a placenta at least once, or
Yeah.
maybe a uterus.
Did you know you can eat that? Did you know
Yeah.
that?
I
Yeah.
found this home video.
Oh,
Of
God.
some guy
Oh,
eating
God.
one?
Hey,
No.
Kat, what have you been up
Okay.
to? Kat, tell us what's good.
I have been. God damn it. Okay. I have been preparing to make something again, maybe a video.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue with the really like obscure, weird games that I was doing.
That's awesome, man.
That was
Still
working
kind
well.
of-
I like that.
It was a lot of fun. I'm still in like the planning stages, but it's gonna happen like maybe by the end of the next month. I don't know. It's gonna take a while to get back into it. But other than that, I've just been, doing that working thing. It's
Right.
a very, very exciting life.
Yep.
Dank. So, did any of you guys see Minions? I feel like that's something we should probably talk
I
about.
did not see Minions.
I have
just-
not seen Minions. I
You didn't
feel
have
like
to
I
say
have
that.
to. I feel like I really need to see Minions. I post enough about it.
Yeah, that's why, I made assumptions
A
here.
very nice girl came up to me at SGC and she gave me 2 disintegrated minions that
Oh,
she
yeah.
lit on fire with a firework and melted in a parking lot and she had doused them with gasoline. And I have never received a better gift, I don't think. Unfortunately,
Really is wonderful.
I don't think I would.
Dude, that's great.
I'm very sad because I wasn't able to bring them on the plane. So I had to leave
no.
them. I had to leave them in at SGC, where maybe I'll get them again next year if they're still in the hotel room. But
You hide them for someone to find.
I should have just hid them and hopefully get the same one. But I'm very sad. I did bring the card that she gave me as like with the minions, the dead minions, and I'm very happy, but I was really sad that I didn't get to bring them on the plane. So I was leaving the hotel and I was putting the minions in my bag, and every time I touched them I would get this like soot all over my hands, and I was like, it's worth it. I'm living for the minions. It's all right. So it's great, but I was just like, maybe I shouldn't bring something that has been doused in gasoline through airport security. Maybe
Yeah, I was imagining that process. Like,
maybe that might get detected as something a little messed up, and I would like to get home and not be detected and asked, why do you have these things that are just coated in gasoline? And I'm like,
Yeah.
So I have this shtick on my Twitter where I post this minion in a thong, and it got a little out of hand, and I don't know. So I think I'll go see Minions. I think I'll go see Minions. I feel like I owe
We
it
should-
to them.
We should find a copy of it online
Okay.
and watch Minions
for the podcast.
for the podcast special episode.
Yeah, Jimmy, if you ever come back, we could do that.
I don't know if I want
It's-
to come back if we're doing that. If that's like
what I was
we're
waiting
doing.
for.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back for the minions.
Yeah, I don't know,
so.
guys.
I have not
Minions
seen
and-
any
oh,
of
boy.
them. I haven't seen the first 2 Despicable Me's.
Me neither.
I was just like, I don't like.
I fell asleep through both of them. I don't know if that counts.
It counts halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't know. I don't hate them. Everyone's like, why do you hate Minions? And I'm like, one, I can't believe I'm getting this question. This is like to the point where I have to put it in my FAQ. But like, people are like, why do you hate Minions? And I don't hate them. I think I'm just astounded how they're everywhere and really enjoy pointing it out and making other people upset. I think that's what I like the most. So,
It's like the same as
I don't
Shrek
know.
was in like 2003.
dude, Shrek is like life though. Like,
Well, Shrek's
Yeah,
cooler. I
Shrek
wasn't
is
denying
see,
that,
Shrek
but-
is like high quality.
okay.
I mean, Shrek, I'm sure is better than Minions, but like it's like the same marketing strategy, and it's like they're both DreamWorks too, right?
Yeah.
No. Minions
No.
is Illumination Entertainment.
Oh, it's one of those weird ones.
Yeah, one of the ones that's like new and like making tons of money, and Pixar and Disney are like, oh my god, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then DreamWorks
Well, wasn't
is just
Inside
like, hey,
Out
we
supposed to be
exist.
really good?
I heard it was.
Inside Out was phenomenal. I loved it. I saw it.
Yeah,
when
I
it
actually
came
just
out.
watched it yesterday.
I want to see it. So that's what you do this fucking week, Perry. You could...
Oh well, I don't know.
Harry,
SGDQ is all that matters. So.
Yeah, I've mostly been watching that this week. So
Yeah.
did y'all see that Shovel Knight run? That was pretty hype.
I only
saw
saw
the very
Sonic
end.
Boom. And Resident
anyway,
Evil 3.
let's talk about Steven Universe.
Yeah, we should probably talk about cartoons.
Dude, abrupt left turn. Anyway, let's talk about why we're here.
So, like I said before, the episode we're watching is Sworn to the Sword. Does somebody want to give like a quick rundown of it, like a little synopsis?
Okay, here's a super quick synopsis. So Connie gets trained by Pearl to be like a knight sword fighter for Steven, and Steven is uncomfortable with it, and then they have to resolve the issues because Pearl is super into it.
Yeah, that was pretty
that's
good.
good.
So,
Yeah.
the first thing, the very absolute first thing in this episode is I love the new intro.
Oh yeah, it's like so anime.
I forgot.
It's really anime.
I forgot that this was the first episode it premiered with because
Yeah.
it's been so long since it came out. It's been like a month, but it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah. Everything is just anime, I guess. Yeah. I love how
great.
Connie has the giant sword. Everything is just a lot better in this intro, I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like the more anime approach is fitting because I always felt like Steven Universe was like a mix of Dragon Ball Z and a slice of life anime. So I don't know.
Plus like some Sailor
That
Moon.
works.
Well, it's like heavily inspired by Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't see that.
The fusion thing?
Oh yeah. The fusion
Oh.
thing, the aliens from outer
Yeah,
space.
aliens from outer space who have like power and like death doesn't matter and
Jasper's hair.
Jasper's hair,
Yeah. Ooh.
little like eyepieces.
I never actually put that together, but it makes sense now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good. But I think my favorite thing about the new intro is I'm blanking on his name. I think it's Greg Stevenstad.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. He's got the little electric guitar
Yeah.
riff when
Yep.
they show him on screen. I'm like, oh yeah,
I love Greg.
Yeah, me too.
Did you guys see the extended intro
Oh,
that
yes.
debuted at San
I don't-
Diego
I don't
Comic Con?
know.
A little too
Ew.
many times I have.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
I don't think I have. Yeah, that sounds cool though.
It
It's
is great.
really good.
How much longer is it?
What is it, like 2-3 minutes?
It's like a full it's almost it's basically like a music video at that point because there's like it's I feel like it's like a cold open to an episode or something. Like it's gonna be like a special, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's like gonna happen. I don't have to watch it.
Oh yeah, it's like you can go look it up online because it doesn't give like spoilers. It just kind of hypes you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said it's definitely gonna. I think they said that it's gonna air at some point, like on TV.
I see.
It's probably going to
Oh,
be
that's
like
cool.
a pretty intense episode, I imagine, like a special of some sort.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see it in like a good, like HD quality.
yeah.
Because the one that's online is like it's passable,
I think,
but it
what
doesn't
bothers
sound
me,
great.
Yeah, what bothers me about those Comic-Con things, it's like, why does nobody think to bring a tripod or like maybe just hold the camera at the screen? Like, it's not that hard. Like, I was gonna do it at the Korra panel, and like if they showed anything, because I went to the New York Comic-Con one, and I was gonna bring a tripod
cool.
and film some stuff, but I didn't feel like it. But like, it's not that hard. Like, come on, guys, it's not that hard. So, but oh well, at least we got to see it. So.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. But the very first thing in the episode that isn't the intro, is...
Or a second thing, if you will.
Do you want to fight?
Yes. Sorry,
is
go ahead.
we get to hear Steven and Connie play a little song together, which technically means we kind of got 2 songs in this episode.
We did, yeah. But
So-
the weird thing about the song is it sounds just like the Little Butler theme.
It does.
Like da-da, 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 Little Butler. Except instead of Little Butler, it's something else. I don't remember.
You guys have too much money.
I love that.
It was so good.
But it was a great song. It just, I don't know.
It's very cute.
It fits. It's very
Yeah.
Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah. That's
Tasty
absolutely
jams.
true. That is tasty. You just say tasty jams, Perry, because it's jam.
Yeah, I
it's
did.
jam. It's
Yeah.
jam. Sorry,
Yeah.
that struck me.
Completely dissected the pun. Just like, did you say it was jams because it was jams because they were eating jam?
That's how I shut puns down. It's really fun.
And I respect it. It was really good.
Anyway, I liked, like, one of the things I love about this show is how realistically they depict the behavior of seagulls.
Dude! Dude!
That's
Fuck seagulls!
seagull representation, dude.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
representation of marginalized seagulls.
Oh my god.
Like I live in California, so I've had to deal with seagulls, and they're pretty awful. And this show does not skimp away from that. And as we see in the intro,
Yeah.
like she has to fight off a seagull, and it like fucking screams in the camera.
That was absolutely terrifying when it screams at us.
Yeah, a little jump scare there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy.
Some Five Nights at Freddy's
That's
shit right
scary.
there.
Yeah.
A little too scary for
Animatronic
me.
seagulls.
Yeah.
The new
At least
Nights
nobody got shat on,
Yeah, that's the other thing.
that we know of.
Doesn't like children's TV have like regulations on how much shit you can show?
I don't know, but if they shit in the jam, I would not eat it.
Oh,
I mean, I'd probably go around it. You could
No,
get,
it's
like
still eat the
scoop
jam
out
if,
the
like,
part,
the essence
right?
gets all through though.
I don't know, because
Yeah, no,
jam is like it's like kind of like gelatin. Like you
It
can
is.
Yeah, I
scoop
guess so.
around
Well,
it.
But jam versus jelly. Jelly is more gelatin-like, but jam, like, I feel like jam's more fragile, and we should treasure it more.
I mean, jam is usually more delicious. I don't know if that
All I'm saying is,
coincides with your
if a
theory.
bird shits in my jam, I won't hesitate to try and salvage it. That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't get behind this.
You're a big man for admitting that, Jimmy.
It's all right. You know what? I've said enough on the internet that this is like the least of my problems. So that's good. Do you know how many times
So-
I posted that minion in the thong? Like, not the least of my problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of this seagull attack, is Connie like swats at it with her bow thing for her violin?
Umbrella.
No, I thought
Umbrella?
It's her violin
Was it umbrella?
thing.
She's playing-
No,
Oh
she's
no!
playing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay,
it
my
was
bad,
the
my bad.
violin strummy stick that she
I think they
used.
call it
Yeah.
a
The
bow.
Bowie thing.
A bow.
Oh yeah.
The bow-
I
it's
Just
the
a bow.
bow.
And,
It's not a
um,
Bowie thing.
I just got my David Bowie to whack the seagull.
Harry.
basically Connie
And then-
goes apeshit on these seagulls, and Steven's like, "Wow, you can like kill people." And then they ask Pearl to teach them sword fighting, and it's adorable.
What I like about that
Yeah.
is, like, if this were like a young adult novel or something, like, then Connie would be the protagonist, because it's like this, like, young girl like gets swept up into like magical adventure. But like, no, like, I like that they subvert that with, it's like Steven's the main character, and like to him the magic is kind of like mundane. It
Yeah.
plays with that a lot, the show.
I think
Like
that's
the
really
whole-
cool.
Huh?
I said I think that's really cool. Like alien life being fascinated with normal culture, like fantasy wanting to be part of normal.
Yeah. It's very cool.
It's an interesting twist, definitely. And Pearl doesn't want to do this at first, so they end up. What is it? She says they go through some sort of story or something, and it ends up making Pearl just like cry like a baby.
Oh yeah, that was
And-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that face is just so perfect. I laughed so hard when I
It's
saw
really
that.
good.
Connie's
Yeah.
just like, Earth, I love it. Let me fight. And then Pearl's just like, oh, okay. And then cries.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was a lot more heartfelt than that, but
Yeah,
You should just dub the entire show, Jimmy, like
I should.
in a
Just
really
like,
flat tone.
yeah, just Steven.
Do it
Oh
for
my god,
her.
Connie.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Go on your feet.
Do-
And slice
do
a
it for
bitch,
her.
and do it again.
Do it. Do it.
do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
That's a smooth transition into the first, or I guess the second musical number of the episode, which is extremely good.
Oh my
Yes,
Don't-
It's like
Yeah?
so good.
Am I forgetting something?
Just the walk up there. They're all like happy and childlike, and I thought it was just cute to point out.
I love
Yeah.
that
When
Connie
they're like
eats
running up the
fucking
steps, they're
floor
like
and-
racing.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cute. I love the slice of life like kid shit. You know.
Yeah.
They managed to mix that in like perfectly with the heartbreaking like kill yourself stuff, and it's just like
Oh,
I didn't wish to be born, etc.
like 0 to 100 right there. Just like, jam buds, but also die. Like,
but also infinite sorrow.
yeah.
So they go. Pearl decides that she wants to train Connie, and they just kind of start doing it, and that's when like one of the best songs in the show starts.
It's so good. Like, I mean, I like it as much as the Garnet one. I'm made of love. Is that
Stronger Than You.
Stronger Than You? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. This is definitely my favorite song of the whole show so far, I think.
It's just like it works on so many levels.
Yeah, it's so good. And like after the episode aired, it was like all I would sing for like a solid few weeks. And like, that's
Yeah.
the point where I'd like be out. Like I was listening to it on the train one time and I was just kind of like singing it to myself, just like not even noticing. And the guy next to me was like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like I didn't realize I was like that loud. It's so hard not to sing along. Like it's just I can't listen to these songs in public anymore.
It's
totally
like
understand.
it's such a happy sounding song at first, it's like all cute and everything, and then like they go to that flashback and it's just like, okay, just like back to the war and everything, and I was just like, you didn't have to do that.
Oh, but they did though.
And I
Yeah.
just how she always keeps saying do it for her, and it's just like, oh,
It's like Freudian
God.
slip the musical. So good.
Basically.
Yeah, it
And
is. Oh my god.
It's depressing, but it's also kind of funny because Pearl's relationship with Rose, I think, is one of the funniest things, because Pearl just wanted it so bad.
It's fascinating to watch.
It's so tragic though.
It really is.
I feel like we're just barely scratching the surface because
Oh,
we've
yeah.
only seen Pearl's end, and imagine if like the entire time Rose is just like, "All right, please back up." Like
Oh fuck! I hope not. Oh.
that would be so crushing.
Oh.
I am very curious. It's very clearly a romantic attraction.
Oh yeah.
But I'm curious if it's also a kind of like, I don't know. I'm curious if it like goes even deeper, like that it's like not, it's like a whole bunch of things including that. So I'm very interesting. Like what caused Pearl to have this infatuation with Rose? That's what I'm
Well, she
very
has some
curious.
issues for sure, which like the whole like even in the song, it's like the line about how she's not built for fighting, and there have been other lines about how like Pearl's like defective and stuff,
Yeah.
which they haven't gone into yet, and I'm really curious what they're gonna do with like more of her backstory.
My favorite verse of the song is when she like spins around. She's like, "That's how you know you can win." Like I don't. Oh god, that's like the best line I think of the whole song. It sounds so good.
It's really, you're right. It's so tragic, and it's just, especially like once we get towards the end of the episode, it just kind of gets all like, oh, okay, thanks, Steven Universe. I remember like when I first heard this song, I was just like, I just sat there, I was just watching so intently, and I was just like, this is sad.
And like I don't like.
I was watching.
A lot of things
No,
are
go on.
sad, but like I don't always like feel it while I'm watching. You know, like I have to like really think hard about it sometimes. But whenever like I'm watching something emotional in Steven Universe, I just like I feel it immediately. Like I don't know why that doesn't happen to me with other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just like, they do such a good job at really attaching you to these characters. At any time anything even remotely bad happens to them, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also like every other show is just like terrible,
Just bad.
There's
Just-
every other show like
There's no other
Scandal,
good shows.
Long Island Medium is like the only thing that comes close. Like I, like the plot lines, the subplots in that show. Ugh. And
Now
I'm
that
only
would
on
be a
season 3.
crossover.
Long Island Medium, let's see. Oh, how would that go?
They're
Like,
both
she
from
would
the
just
East
be like,
Coast.
oh my god.
I mean,
She
I don't
could
know how
come
close...
she could come to Beach City and be near Steven. She's like, oh, I'm getting a reading. And she's just like, was your mom a rock lady? And he'd be like, oh my god, yes.
That's like
she
the Uncle Grandpa
was.
crossover.
Yeah. It'll be just as
Was
good,
that-
if not better.
Was that good?
It was very good.
It was so
But
good.
Uncle
It's
Grandpa
one of
is
my favorite
absolute
episodes.
garbage.
It's not great.
Hey.
I mean, I think
Hey.
it's just kind of like, I haven't watched much of it, but
I can't stand it.
I bet you anything that if you'd watched it as a child, you would like defend it to the last.
I
What,
think
Uncle
what's
Yo,
Grandpa?
what about Pizza
important.
Steve?
Very less Pizza Steve. Like,
I think what's important about it is to recognize, I guess, that it's like there are clearly kids that love it because it's definitely still running. So I
thought
guess
it got
that's
canceled.
what- Did it get canceled? I don't know.
don't
I
think
haven't.
so.
I don't watch TV. I only watch this show.
yeah.
And We Bear Bears, but that's not what we're talking about today. But the Uncle Grandpa crossover is definitely like one of my favorite episodes of the show. So
Anyway,
Really? I can't wrap my head around that.
have you seen it?
It's like, yes, it's no, not the crossover. I mean, just Uncle Grandpa. It's so
Oh.
stupid because like it tries to be stupid to be funny, and it's that kind of humor, and it just makes me want to throw up.
It's like that. We've seen that same thing happen. Like, have you ever seen fucking Cow and Chicken? Like, it's like that. Like,
I don't see them being similar.
I mean, not like, I mean, I haven't seen much Cow and Chicken, to be honest, but like, I was just using it as an example of like, oh, it's like we're gonna like latch on to like the like stupid humor of the time and like kind of fall short of like reproducing it. You know what I mean?
I
I
just
guess.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I think a lot of
Sorry.
people are pretty harsh on Uncle Grandpa and especially Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just because the internet. It's a lot of like bandwagony kind of thing. But I mean, I totally respect that if people have the opinions that like they don't like it. I have not seen enough of either show to really have like an opinion to like or dislike it. But I mean, especially with Teen Titans Go being like their highest rated viewer wise show, clearly there's a
Is it really?
definite audience for that. So yeah, it ranks. I think Steven Universe might be number 2. I could be wrong, but Teen Titans Go is like their most popular show. I think Cartoon Network's.
Wow, and we shit all over that. I think.
Did we? I can't remember.
I think so.
Maybe that's why we had copyright issues.
Maybe, who knows?
It's not. They didn't listen to it.
I know.
Anyway, we should probably jump back a little, I think.
Yeah,
Yo,
we gotta
can
we
I
got
talk about the song real quick? I just want to like I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys realize like something that I realized about the song, Pearl's Battle Song, or whatever it's called. It reminds me a lot of Mulan, the "I'm Gonna Make a Man Out of You" song.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit more dire than that, but like it's got a lot of similar themes, and it's got like a very kind of like catchiness to it. You're hooked as soon as you hear it.
And it has like
That's
this.
like something.
Oh, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
It has the same thing with like this kind of like little joke in the refrain, which is like with "Make a Man Out of You," it's like Mulan's not a man, and with this, it's like she keeps saying her instead of him.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Good point.
Should
I feel
just-
like that might have taken some inspiration from that.
Maybe
I like that they're both about gender too. It's funny. I just realized that.
Pearl wants some of that rock candy, if you know what I mean.
Holy shit!
I love you. Like that's it.
We need a Jimmy soundboard.
Yeah. It'll be great. I should just make that. I should
Like-
just put that out there.
License it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not over this yet. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. So, next in the song, or in the episode, Steven starts getting uncomfortable with the way things are going because Pearl is basically telling her to just, like, throw herself at anything and just die, basically, just for Steven. And, so he's all upset, and Garnet and Amethyst teleport in, and Amethyst is yelling like she always does. And they go through like this little sequence where it's just like Pearl, and I thought this was like really kind of sad, even though it was just kind of thrown in like just like offhand, where it just shows like Pearl constantly jumping in front of Rose and then just constantly dying for her, and I was just like, oh, like did she really do this? Because I could totally see her actually doing this. And yeah,
it's like it becomes clear that like Pearl doesn't get that like Connie's human and she can't just like reform. Like, I mean, she understands, but like she doesn't like understand mortality. It seems like.
Yeah,
definitely. I think, I don't know. I definitely found it like really I think it was really painful. I definitely saw it from a perspective of Pearl really loving Rose, and wanting to like protect the legacy, but I also saw it as her not knowing how to care for Steven as a human child. Just not wanting him to be even on the battlefield at all, especially after the events of Jailbreak and or the return in Jailbreak, when the homeworld gems came to Earth. Like, shit's getting real, and Pearl does not want Steven to get hurt in it because they don't know what's going to happen. So it definitely makes sense that she'd have this kind of perspective, but I think as the whole episode went on, she sort of had this like kind of losing herself to wanting to sort of do it for her, I guess.
Yeah, there's so much like vicarious like it's weird. Pearl's got some issues.
Oh, Pearl has some serious issues.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I think.
Sorry, go ahead, Barry.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna relate to like what Jimmy said. You could definitely see a lot of like Pearl imposing herself into Connie, and like, hey, do what I did for Rose, and like, you know, that obviously raises some alarms for Steven because Connie can't do that.
Yeah,
I mean, she could do it to a degree, but she can't like. I mean, if she risks herself, she could die and not come back to life.
Yeah.
So that's stressful.
And it's kind of like interesting with how it relates to, you know, adults like pushing their ideals onto children, because like,
oh yeah,
but like because they want, or it's like not ideals but more like dreams, like pushing their dreams onto their children, like trying to like like continue their life through someone else,
like Honey Boo Boo,
like Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The
what?
The child pageants.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, I actually forgot that she was actually part of the child pageants, because I know her more for Honey Boo Boo than for like whatever she spun off of.
You know her for like, I don't know. She spun off of
I don't fucking know.
Toddlers and Tiaras. You gotta get with the reality show.
Dance Halls and Toddlers and Tiaras are the same, but with different things.
You gotta bing bang bada boom boom, bing bang boom, Twinkie Honey Boo Boo child. Like, you gotta get with it, man.
Emoji and shit.
Yeah.
2015.
The 100 emoji. I'm pretty sure that show got canceled.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, that was a show?
Like two.
Yeah.
Honey Boo Boo?
Yeah. Yeah. It's about the
It's
weird
garbage.
girl that chugs
Trash.
like juice. Her go-go juice that her mom feeds her.
That's
and she's
weird.
just like, yeah, yup, it's messed up. But Steven Universe, that was a pretty good show.
Yeah,
right?
I forgot. Like this is a small thing, but like we skipped over like when Steven's like back at the house and he's like reading the How to Talk to People book. I liked that like a lot as a visual gag.
Yeah.
And
that was pretty.
I also need that book for real life. Because talking is like super hard. It's like no one acknowledges how hard talking is.
I really liked the imagery of the 4-colored diamonds that we saw on the floor of the Han spaceship. That there's a white diamond, a blue diamond, and a yellow diamond.
Oh, I didn't actually notice that.
You didn't?
I remember like seeing a post about that somewhere. I didn't notice it myself, but
yeah, Jasper references yellow diamond, and then there's a triangular thing that has a blue and a white also there, and then here, you see there's also a pink one. So
yeah,
it's very interesting.
It's probably
it's crumbling.
rose quartz.
So yeah, and it's like crumbled apart and everything. So who knows what that could mean? It could be hinting at some stuff because of the rebellion.
So much hinting.
Yeah, it's great.
There's so much that's like yet to be explained with this show,
and it feels like
wait.
we've already learned so much already, and like the
Yeah.
fact it's so good. It's so good.
It does a really good job at spacing everything out too. Like when it comes to these really big sort of episodes and like learning more about backstory and lore of the gems and whatnot.
And it's like well paced. There's no like filler or anything.
There really isn't.
If it is, like, it's still fun to watch. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I think the more lighthearted in tone episodes that are more slice of lifey, even then they like you learn new things about all the characters that just add to fleshing them out. So like, okay, yeah, there's an episode where Steven makes t-shirts with Buck Dewey, and like, okay, fine, we don't know where Peridot is in that episode, but we got some development between Buck Dewey and Mayor Dewey. So, I mean, you're building your world, and I think that's important, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
people underestimate that. Like, people just want, like, give me more space gem shit. But, like, no, it's like, you can't just, like, blow it all.
Yeah.
World building is so important.
It's definitely important, because then when you get to the really heavy-hitting episodes, you don't need to really, like, have all this exposition on how your characters feel, because you already know... You know them so well that you know how they're going to react to a situation, so you don't need to really waste time being like, oh, but Amethyst feels really sad about this one sentence, because you know how it would affect her, and then you have the visual cues and stuff. It's really well done.
That was very well said.
Thank you.
The once this like song everything is over, Steven like runs into this fog because he's trying to stop Connie. And in this fog there's like a bunch of the clone pearls and whatever, and Steven like tries to convince her like, hey, let me help you, I'm always gonna be here, sort of thing. And it was cute. And then my favorite part is just when Pearl is just like, this shit ain't going down. She's gonna protect you. You can't always be there and everything. And then they start fighting together, and I was like,
oh, that's so cool.
Damn. Yeah. When they start fighting, like, as soon as Pearl's swinging that sword around and Steven just pops the shield up immediately, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
There's been such a progression with Steven's powers from, like, he could barely use it for the longest time, and it's just, like, this season, it's just been, like, exponentially. He's getting, like, obviously stronger and stronger. And it's just really cool to see that progression with him and how he's actually growing with this.
I think it should be addressed, like, how fucking terrible Pearl's, like, AI fight bots are. Like, this is supposed to be, like, supposed to instruct people who don't know how to sword fight. And, like, twice they've almost killed Steven. Like, for good.
Yeah.
He's like,
well,
he has
are
PTSD.
Are the swords that they are using real?
I think so. Like, I'm like pretty sure.
I think they've switched between real and holographic before.
But like in the first episode with the AI or whatever, like it kills Pearl, and she has to regenerate.
Yeah.
Like this is real.
Yeah.
Like, Pearl, get your shit together. It's like, oh, unregistered fighter detected. Better kill it. Like, what's up with that? That's not how. That's not how you program that.
I like their mouths, by the way. They're just like these
yeah.
triangles that just flap. It's great.
What if they're like security units, though? Oh my god.
Yeah, or like maybe like Pearl's unresolved issues are coming out in her, like, subconsciously in her AI thing or something.
You just see one of them like in the corner, like painting a picture of Rose and like kissing it.
That would be a great episode.
That would
be a weird episode.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, this is kind of going back a little bit, like, another reason why, like, it's, like, personally, why it's, like, heartbreaking to see, like, Pearl's, like, self-worth, like, how horrible it is because, like, I've known people who, like, want to devote their lives to, like, they think their lives are so worthless that, like, they can only help by preserving others. Like, it's some real shit.
Mm-hmm. I've known people like that, yeah. It's depressing. Yeah. And you can definitely see that show through with Pearl. And I think I want to say that she's getting, I don't know. I wish that she was getting better, I guess. I was going to say, like, I think you can see it, but I don't know.
She is learning.
she's learning, but she's only learning because of Steven, and because Steven is technically part Rose.
Mhm.
So it's like, is she really learning, or is she just going to end up transferring that to Steven and giving up everything for him?
And that's the little thing we call traumatic tension.
What's gonna happen next? Find out.
Nobody knows.
Never.
I like how at the end, like, after Pearl is like resigned to them fighting together, it's like she just like goes and has one of her like Pearl has a good long sit times. Like whenever she has something like going on, she just goes and like sits and stares.
Yeah.
It always scares
that
me.
moment when she like yelled out, "Why won't you let me do this for you, Rose?"
Oh yeah, God.
I remember I was just like, ooh.
The ultimate slip.
Ow.
Yeah.
And it would echo too. Like as she finished that sentence, more and more echoes came in, and I was just like, "Oh no, what's she gonna say?" But like Pearl, also, she always picks like the most dangerous possible places to just like dangle your legs. Like
Yeah.
at the edge of the floating thing, and then at the end of this floating thing, but like with no things underneath it that we know of to catch it. So like, what if she like lost her shoe? Like, what if her shoe fell off? Or what if, like, you know, Connie fell down? I guess that's also kind of an important what if. I don't know. But, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
And that leads to pretty much her kind of coming to terms with that what she was doing was stupid.
Yeah.
And, like, she had good intentions, but, you know, she kind of got a little carried away.
Yeah.
And I love this episode because, one, it was a good Pearl episode. And Pearl episodes are usually really good because I find Pearl episodes to be, like, the saddest because of that, like, love for Rose and how that it's never happened and never will sort of thing. It's just, like...
She's really interesting as a character,
Yeah. I think Amethyst is kind of not as sad, but it's the second saddest, I think. Garnet's
Top 10
isn't
saddest
sad.
Steven Union characters.
I don't think Garnet is
Number
that. She's
10.
just happy, you know?
Garnet?
She's
Well,
Ruby and Sapphire. She's good.
Garnet is just a 2,000-year long, like, makeout sesh. Like, that's just what she is.
Hold on, Kat. Are you up to date on the show?
What was the last episode?
Friendship.
Yeah.
Then I don't think I am.
You should watch some then because they kind of go into some of Garnet's issues.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The last one I saw was with. Oh my God! They went to like the motel thing.
Oh yeah, you saw that. Okay.
You're getting
Okay.
close to some more Garnet stuff. That was a big Garnet episode, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a good one. I enjoyed that episode too.
The thing
It
about
was.
Huh?
There was a lot of like funny little gags in that too. That anyway, that's not the episode we're talking
Yeah.
about.
It's like the thing with Garnet being a happy character is like she's also like really scary when like it's scary when like she's not happy or like not calm. Like she's like a good like litmus test for like is shit fucked or not.
Point to the picture of the face that you feel like. It's like Baymax that I just when he has the pictures. Like, how do you feel?
Oh,
Do
I
you feel
haven't
like-
seen Big Hero 6.
Oh, you haven't seen Big Hero
No, I
6? Well,
should.
get on that because that's a good movie. But,
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Oh man, we see you guys were so ready to watch Minions, but not Big Hero 6.
We're horrible. I mean, that's a given. But
It's
Yeah.
better than Paul Blart. That's all I
Alright.
gotta say.
that's your standard.
Gonna get
Okay.
some war flashbacks to that.
We gotta move on. I think I like that. Like this episode has a really healthy message about like it's go ahead and fight, but don't like lose your sense of self in the process.
Uh-huh.
I think it's good. It's good for the kids watching. I also like at the end, like I notice a lot, like at the end, like the calm, like wind down music. It sounds a lot like Animal Crossing, and like that's just I like that a lot. This show is just like the ultimate aesthetic for me.
It's like a bath
time-
bomb of cartoons.
Every time you say something like that, I just think of those shorts that you had.
I'm wearing them now, dude.
Oh my God.
Dude,
It's so perfect.
listeners at home, all of you out there, Alex has incredible pants.
Thank you.
They are a new breed of pants.
A new breed?
It's like
Capris have always existed.
I don't know if those are capris. Are they capris? They're like up to your knees. Those are like oh god, what are they like? They're like what Connie was wearing.
I guess so, yeah. I guess like they were capris, but I'm tall, and those are women's pants. So
they're like child-sized capris, but because you're tall, they're just like really skinny shorts.
I have invented a new kind of pants. This totally is not just small on me. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm
You're
glad
welcome.
that like I've impressed everyone with my pants.
Everyone was just like, dude, those were some sick ass pants, and I was just like, I know.
I didn't like say anything, but my pants were awesome. So like,
I felt so underdressed. I was just like, I'm wearing like a graphic tee and a hoodie.
between like me and like Sam and
Yeah.
Sam, I saw Sam. Sam looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everyone
and
is
I loved
so well dressed. I gotta like step up my game. Like I'm wearing like shorts and shoes that are falling apart. And I thought I looked okay, but no. I look like shit.
No,
You
the
looked
YouTube
fine.
crowd knows how to dress.
I gotta get with it. I gotta buy clothes. I just buy all my clothes from the Yeti, and while they're great clothes, you look weird walking into a steakhouse like we almost did that one night. All of us in graphic tees and shorts. So
and like con badges.
it was.
We didn't take them off.
Let's just talk about this as though all the viewers were there. Let's just...
Yeah, everyone was at SGC, right?
Guys,
Like,
remember that one time when we like did that really funny thing? Remember that?
and you weren't there.
Ha!
Oh God.
Sorry, Kat.
I'm like so off track in my head now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my last note is that like this, like I'm just always shocked after I watch an episode of this show how good I feel afterwards. Like, and just like the rest of the day is good. Like I think that's emblematic of this show for me.
I cry.
Yeah.
I
Not many
just-
things make me cry, but this does make me cry sometimes.
I just curl up into a ball and like cry. Like that's what this show makes me do.
But like the emotions
yeah.
feel good. It's like cathartic, and then afterwards
Yeah.
you feel all like what if there is magic in the world?
There's an episode from the there's an episode from the same Stephen Baum. The Keeping It Together. That's that's the
Garnet one, right?
Yeah, that's the Garner one of this Stephen Baum that this episode's from. And I remember just sitting there after it was done, and I was just like, what? That was like a lot of like energy to like it was really engaging. But we're talking about Sworn to the Sword.
I can't remember what happens in that one anyway. So
Okay.
It is a good episode.
Yeah.
But we talked about Sworn to the Sword. It was a great episode. Closing thoughts from all of you. A quick thing. Go.
Well, I already said my thing about how there's magic in the world, so I'm gonna let someone else go.
Yeah, Perry, why don't you tell me about the magic in your world?
It's good. It's like a Disney.
You're just like you've been silent for a while, and it's like the first thing is Disney. Like I love you, Perry.
I mean, it's good. I mean, y'all pretty much covered everything I would want to say about it, so I'm good. I don't cry when I watch a show. I'm a man.
Oh my god.
Wow. Ouch. I didn't just like. I mean, my pillow is stained from tears, so I mean, I just feel terrible now.
Everyone tweet at Perrydactyl, you're a heteronormative piece of shit.
Perrydactyl runs the Meninist Twitter.
Thank you everybody for watching the first episode back from our very long hiatus. Thank you, Jimmy, for joining us this week. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me, guys.
No
Yeah,
problem.
you gotta come back sometime because we can watch more Steven Universe or something.
Perfect.
Or Minions. I don't know.
Or Minions.
You know what? I'm down for whatever.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Put you down
Minions,
for whatever.
Minions, Steven Universe, Long Island Medium, anything.
Yo, how about we just do that show? Because I don't think any of us know what that is.
It's an experience.
Is it a cartoon?
No.
I wish there was a cartoon for that show.
I thought that was a cartoon.
Give me
Long
a
Island
side,
Medium it's an experience. I'll let you finish your outro, but damn, I could go on about it for hours. I'm gonna make a video about it.
Do it. Oh,
Dude, I thought you were talking about a
make an
cartoon.
hour-long vlog.
I'll do an episode of Unscripted, and I'll just be like, Long Island Medium, if you can get Teresa Caputo to follow me on Twitter, oh man.
But again, thank you for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. We are on iTunes. We are on other things.
YouTube.
Maybe.
We're on YouTube.
I forgot about YouTube. If you want to get a hold of us, suggest a cartoon or something like that for us to watch, you can get at us on Twitter at Too Many Toons Pod. Or if you don't want to do that for some reason, you could just tweet at any one of us, because except for Jimmy.
Yeah, except me.
You don't get tweets, and we will take into consideration and stuff. So next week, we're going to be watching Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends with Ward, our good friend Tanuki Tales on YouTube. We're watching the episode Sweet Stench of Success, and that should be fun. It's been a long time since I actually watched Foster's, so
And me too.
I'm hoping it's fun.
It's a good show.
Thank you again, everybody, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.